guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you don't know me, my name is Sarah and I review products that are popular on the internet. Today we're going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly of Allbirds shoes. I'm going to be talking about my experience with them and whether or not I would recommend that you purchase them. So if you're interested in learning more, then just keep watching. Hitting that subscribe button down below. If you decide you no longer want to be subscribed after a week or a day, you can always unsubscribe, but it's free to, and you may just be surprised that you actually enjoy the content that I put out. So hope to see you on my channel more regularly. Okay, so first let's just quickly talk about what Allbirds are. So I have been seeing Allbirds all around Facebook, Instagram. I've seen so many Facebook ads for literally years, and I've had my eyes on them for a while. Basically, they're just sneakers that are supposed to be like super comfortable. The original line of Allbirds that they came out with are made out of wool, and that was mainly the reason that I did not purchase them. Because I'm trying to cut down on animal products in my food and in my products. And recently though, they did come out with a line of shoes made out of tree fiber. So once they came out with these, I basically bought them like the next day. I did actually find out that they do still have a wool sole, so they're not completely vegan, but they're less wool than the original type. So that's a quick background about Allbirds. Now for the positive things about the shoes. So first, I would say what you've heard is true. The number one pro is they are extremely comfortable. When you put them on your feet, they do feel like slippers. That's how I would describe them. They feel like slippers. The sizing is very forgiving. Like they really do not like tug or squeeze your feet at all. I would say the sizing does run a little bit on the bigger side. So yeah, they're very comfortable from the moment that you put them on. So that is number one. The number two pro is they are actually machine washable. Personally, I've not yet tried machine washing them to tell you how that goes, but I think I will need it, especially because they have white soles on this style. So the bottoms are getting kind of gross. The back is getting a little bit dirty, and I've only been wearing these for a week or two, so that is really nice that you can just throw them in the wash and clean them up. Number three is they are just really cute shoes. They don't have a huge selection, but they do have, I think, a really nicely curated selection of shoes that all look really, I don't know, they're all really cute. Like I've gotten several compliments on them just wearing them my first time or two. So I think the style is really nice. This style is supposed to be a little bit more breathable than the wool. Yeah, I would say that is the number three pro about Allbirds. Number four, they have a very generous return policy. They will take back the shoes up to 30 days, no questions asked, even if you wear them outside. Even if you wear them every single day of that 30 days outside in the wild, they will still take the shoes back, which I think is a really nice policy, because for so many of these other shoes, you can only wear them inside. And obviously, if you're just wearing them around your kitchen, you're not going to get the same experience of what they're like, how comfortable they are walking, being out and about, and really wearing them for long periods of time. So that I think is really nice and kind of speaks to the quality of the shoes and that they really feel confident that you will like them. So that would be my fourth pro about Allbirds. Okay, and then my final positive, I would say, is the price. I think they are pretty reasonably priced. I think all of the styles are $95, which, I don't know. I think the price is a bit of a pro, or it could be con depending on your budget. Some people might say $95 is a lot for like basic sneakers, but compared to a lot of the other shoes that are roaming the Facebook and Instagram ads, like Rothy's and Teaks and those kind of shoes, then these are definitely a lot more affordable than those. So personally, I think the price is fair, but that could be a pro or a con depending on your budget. So now let's get into the bad and ugly side of Allbirds, because unfortunately it's not all good, at least from my experience. So the first con, which I think is the biggest problem with them, is yes, they are very, very comfortable. They do feel like slippers, but I don't think they're good for walking. I think their comfort is kind of also their curse, because they have no support. Like, they're very loose fitting. They're very, like, they just don't really support your feet, and not just from the bottom, I mean from the sides. My biggest problem with these shoes is when I'm walking, my heel bounces around a lot, and I think these are the right size. My toes are pretty much the end of the shoes, but even when I have the laces tied pretty much as tight as I can comfortably wear them, my heel is like bouncing up and down in the back of my shoes quite a lot when I'm walking, just because the heel does not, like, it's not supportive enough of your heel. Like, it just, I don't know. I just don't find that it's like the fit is quite right for walking shoes. And it's not just me. My boyfriend actually also owns a pair of Allbirds. He has the original style, the runner style, and obviously the men's. And like, I did not prompt him to say this. We were walking around and he had his Allbirds on, and he said the exact same thing to me. He said, I love these shoes, but they're not good for walking because my heel is bouncing around a lot. So, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that it will be the case for you. You may love walking in them, but for me and for the both of us, we do not find them that great for walking, which is a pretty significant negative for me, especially because I walk in my shoes a lot. I walk to and from work every day, which is about 3 miles round trip. I walk to the grocery store. I walk pretty much everywhere. I live in the city, so it's very important for me for shoes to be comfortable walking. And unfortunately, I don't think these shoes are great walking shoes. I think they're good if you are like just kind of lounging around, like if you're going to see a movie or you're going to the mall and you're just kind of not really like walking a long distance, but you're just kind of meandering around, walking slowly, or going to a museum or something. Like, I think these would be great for that. But I think if you're buying these to go like right before you go on a trip to Europe where you're going to be walking 10 miles a day, I don't think these are the shoes for you. I know other people who have had different experiences, but personally, I do not feel confident in telling you guys that these are good walking shoes. So that's the number one con about these shoes. The number two is they only come in whole sizes. I think they only have 5 or 6 total sizes. I think it runs from a 5 to a 10 or 11. I think it might run to a 10 in women's sizes, and there's no half sizes, which on one hand is okay because they are very, as I said, they're very kind of like loose fitting shoes, so you don't necessarily need to have as specific of a fit. But I think that is probably what's contributing to the lack of fit in the shoes. I think I would probably go down to an 8.5 in these shoes. This is a 9, just to see if I get a little bit snugger of a fit. But I don't want to go down all the way to an 8 because I'm pretty confident 8 will be too small for me. So yeah, that's a negative. They only come in whole sizes. Okay, so my next negative is these shoes, the Skippers, do not look like what they look like on the website. And I know this is probably just me being a stupid person who doesn't look at all the pictures, but on the website there are 4 or 5 photos of these shoes, and you have to scroll through all 5 photos to get to the very last one to see what these shoes actually look like. And the main difference is on the photos, it shows that the laces are not hanging out like this. It shows that the laces are actually inside the shoes, or like you can't see that the laces are there at all. So basically it looked like this. This is kind of an ugly version of it, but it looked like this where the laces were hidden and you couldn't actually see the laces. And I thought that meant that these shoes were just like slip-on shoes where there was no lace and maybe the laces were like stretchy or something. Again, I don't know if that's just me being a complete idiot not looking at the pictures, but the way that they make these shoes look on the website, it looks like this. But this is not actually what the shoes look like. they look like this. The laces are on the outside. And in order to actually wear them like this, you'd have to have the laces like dangling inside, which obviously is not going to be a comfortable way to wear them. So that honestly just bugged me. Just want to let you guys know the shoes, they do not look like this. They look like this. Okay, next, the shipping time did take kind of long. They quoted me a shipping time of, I want to say like a week or something. They gave me a range, and it came like 2 days after the end of the range, so it did come late. Also, it took them a few days to actually get the shipment out to me. I did not feel like the shipping process was very fast. That, I would say, just keep in mind if you need these shoes for like a gift or something, or you're buying them before you go on some trip. Order them well in advance of when you think you're gonna need them, because the shipping time is, to be honest, pretty slow. Maybe I'm just spoiled. I ordered a lot of stuff on Amazon Prime, but for me, I found the shipping time did take a while. And then my final negative is I wish that, again, this is more of a personal thing as well, but I wish that they had the tree style was fully vegan. I am trying to cut down on my animal products that I'm buying for products and clothing, and I don't know why they need to still have this like wool insole. Personally, I don't really find that adds much to it. Allbirds, if you end up watching this video, think about making that for your next style of shoe. So that's it. Overall, I think they're very comfortable shoes for lounging around and like light activity. I would not recommend them as walking shoes. I would not recommend them if you need to be very active in them. I think that you're better off with something else that has a bit more support. So that's it. If you have a different experience than me, then let me know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.